Hey guys, this is Parvin Dabas back with Aditya PS. Hey Aditya, how you doing?
Pleasure.
And Aditya is the president of the All India Mixed Martial Arts Federation, and also part of KHK, and been a big force in Brave and putting it all together and starting it over the last 4 years. And always a pleasure talking to you. And there's somebody still over here, I'm not sure, but somebody's been talking for some time now, and it's really exciting. We're here in Manama, Bahrain, and the Brave CF29 is happening tonight. A lot of great fights are happening on this card tonight. Now tell me one thing. First, of course, starting with how the World Championship has been organized, and has been organized the last 3 years now. This is the third year.
This is the third year in Bahrain.
They've been doing a wonderful job of it. Are there some lessons to be learned from this for us as well? Because it's part of the World Championship being here that has inspired MMA athletes here as well. And like you said, Bahrain is number 1 now, in the amateur rankings. Do you think holding a world championship like this in our country perhaps could help raise the potential of all the athletes and bring the game up on a higher platform?
No, absolutely, because when you have, it's always, no matter what, there's a home ground advantage. You have all this crowd rooting for you, cheering for you, and all this thing. But I think anything that has to do has to go through steps. You cannot just directly jump and bring a world championship. Probably we start with the Asian championship or some other championship, and then bring and set the level for the next level, which would be the world championship. Still at this point of time, India is still nascent when it comes to MMA. Look at, to give you an example or perspective, 3 years in a row in Bahrain, we've seen AIMMAF growing also. From starting from few hundred athletes to now in the third year, we are doing 450 athletes all around the world. So it has grown exponentially. So that means that there are countries who are sending fighters from different, but from India, we're still lacking that the number of people that are coming in and all this thing, the selection. Yes, of course, because of the financial thing, it takes a lot of money to come down and all this thing. And I always say that fight business is for like people who are from humble background because they are hungry for more. So it will take a little bit of time, but bringing world championship, of course, would make a lot of difference. People will be motivated and everything. But at the foremost level, you need to have a grassroots development first.
Absolutely. अभी थोड़ा सा हिंदी में भी बात करते हैं क्योंकि ऑडियंस हमारी हिंदी की है. अभी एक चीज बताइए, हमारे देश में अभी तक एमएमए रिकॉग्नाइज नहीं हुआ जी, गवर्नमेंट ने रिकॉग्नाइज नहीं किया. लेकिन मेरे सुनने में आया है कि जो हमारे स्पोर्ट्स मिनिस्टर हैं किरण रिजिजू जी, वो बहुत बड़े एमएमए के फैन हैं.
एब्सोल्युटली.
एंड मुझे लगता है इससे अच्छा मौका नहीं मिल सकता. तो आपको क्या लगता है, क्या कदम उठाने चाहिए, आप क्या कर रहे हो, क्या हो रहा है कि एमएमए हमारे देश में रिकॉग्नाइज हो जाए?
देखिए, MMA एज अ स्पोर्ट, क्योंकि इसमें बहुत कॉम्बिनेशन है, एक तरीके का परसेप्शन बना हुआ है लोगों के सामने कि एक ब्लड स्पोर्ट है, तो थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट होता है रिकग्निशन के लिए. जैसे कि आपने बताया कि हिज एक्सेलेंसी किरण रिजिजू जो है, ही इज़ वेरी बिग फैन ऑफ MMA एंड वेरी बिग सपोर्टर. इनफैक्ट मैं कहना चाहता हूँ कि हमारे फेडरेशन के जो स्टेट एफिलिएटेड मेंबर है अरुणाचल प्रदेश के, एंड ही इज़ फ्रॉम अरुणाचल प्रदेश, he has been very vocal supporter of our state body. He has even gifted a T-shirt to Salman Khan, and then he's promoted MMA and all this thing. So ये बहुत ही खुशी की बात है कि हमारे पास में एक ऐसे स्पोर्ट्स मिनिस्टर हैं जो MMA के बारे में एटलीस्ट जानते हैं.
हाँ, कि MMA वो है. Not just that, कि उनको कई फाइटर्स के भी नाम मालूम है. बिल्कुल, both international and India, which is a big thing.
I think ये तो बहुत अच्छी बात है कि मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि कुछ ही सालों के अंदर अगर इस तरीके से अगर हम उसको MMA एज ए स्पोर्ट को बढ़ावा देंगे और उनको भी पता चलेगा, तो ही बी वेरी हैप्पी एंड ही माइट कंसिडर मेकिंग MMA एज अ स्पोर्टिंग फेडरेशन.
अभी एक चीज बताइए, इसको रिकग्निशन मिलने का सबसे बड़ा फायदा क्या है?
नंबर 1, गवर्नमेंट से एक तो ग्रांट मिलता है, जिससे कि जो फेडरेशंस हैं वो ग्रासरूट डेवलपमेंट कर सकते हैं. कस्बे, गांव, डिस्ट्रिक्ट, उन जगह पे जाके, जिला में जाके, वहाँ पे स्कूलों में वगैरह
यहाँ पे पोटेंशियल है actually।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल। जैसे मैं हमेशा बोलता हूँ कि जो फाइट बिजनेस है वो उन लोगों के लिए है जो हंग्री है फाइटर। आप देखिए कोई भी बॉक्सर देखिए, मैरी कॉम से लेके विजेंद्र से लेके कोई भी
रूरल
एरिया से ही
अभी एक्चुअली जो एथलीट हैं वो निकलते हैं रूरल एरिया से, जो देखने वाले हैं वो शहरों में
है। तो मुझे एक तो ये है कि गवर्नमेंट उनको रिकग्निशन देती है, दूसरी जो एथलीट्स हैं उनका एक और गोल रहता है जो अनफॉर्चुनेटली इंडिया में है कि उनको गवर्नमेंट जॉब के लिए वो हमेशा वो खेलते हैं, चाहे वो पुलिस में जॉब करना हो, रेलवे में करना हो, तो उनको कोटा मिलता है सरकारी नौकरी में। क्योंकि एक प्लेयर का एक लाइफ होता है, प्लेयर कभी भी इन्फिनिट नहीं जा सकते, उनका एक पीक पीरियड होता है, उस पीक पीरियड के बाद में क्या, क्योंकि इंडिया में पैसे उतने नहीं है अभी भी। इंडिया का स्पोर्ट जो है इकोनॉमी बढ़ रहा है लेकिन उस लेवल पर अभी तक नहीं पहुंचा, तो उस वजह से अगर आप मान्यता आपको मिल जाती है भारत सरकार की तरफ से, तब आपको उन एथलीट्स के लिए एक रोजी रोटी का भी एक जरिया बन जाता है स्पोर्ट्स करने के बाद में, उनको डायरेक्ट स्पोर्ट्स कोटा के अंदर। सो वो भी एक बहुत बड़ा फैक्टर है, वो मान्यता मिलने से क्या उनको लाभ मिलता है उससे।
अभी the card today is really interesting. Of course, we spoke about the gold belt, you know, that the fighters are going to be fighting for as well. Which fight are you most excited and interested about, apart from the gold belt?
Oh, that fight, I must tell you, this is the very first time, and this is a seed, I would say.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the biggest seed that you would ever see. I mean, 6.2 kgs का gold belt with $100,000.
Yeah.
और ये एक शुरुआत है।
Yeah.
I would say this is just a beginning for doing the MMA World Cup.
Yeah.
बहुत सारे लोगों ने कोशिश किया है कि MMA World Cup करने के लिए। It's not the first time. A lot of people have tried that, but nobody has ever done in this scale.
Yeah.
So ये जो open category में we have never seen.
Yeah. Sorry, just don't cover it all like that because you're muffling the sound.
Oh,
the bottom. Yeah, don't cover it. Yeah, just like that.
You can cut that, right? We can cut that part, right?
Yeah, we'll
Perfect.
So there are a lot of open weight. I mean, I'm really interested because this is the way it is working, because you have semi-finals and then you have final. It's like one man winning the title.
Yeah.
So you have so many cards out there, so many greatest athletes. Eric Silva, I'm rooting for him. Yeah. So he's from a different promotion.
Yeah.
So मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि I think he has a good chance.
Good chance, yeah.
Because of his experience and all this thing, and being resilient.
Yeah.
You know, good ground game, everything. So I think he has a good potential.
So now tell me one thing, because you know there's like back-to-back events.
Right.
Now, how does it work in terms of is a company setting up the fight in India, or how does it work, or do you guys go back and organize it? How does it work? Because you're here today and tomorrow, and then the fight is there next weekend in Hyderabad.
So you'll be surprised that a lot of athletes and a lot of officials have said this on record, saying that Brave is probably one of the most, I would say,
best organized,
well-oiled machinery when it comes to organizing events.
Yeah.
Not only events, but taking care of the athletes and everything from hospitality to everything.
Yeah.
So each country has their own team. Brave India has their own team who's looking after that. So they look after all the logistics and travel and all of the stuff. There is this matchmaker who does all the matchmaking and everything. So it's just an auto. I would say it just goes in an autopilot mode.
Yeah.
So it doesn't. However, having said that, and I was still surprised. Yesterday I was sitting with the president, the Hawk Mohammed Shahid.
Yeah.
I'm still amazed. From Brave 1, I've been sitting with him till Brave 29.
Yeah.
He's still involved in the smallest nitty-gritty of things about everything.
Yeah.
So that shows the dedication, right?
Yeah.
That shows that you become a leader. You're not only just overseeing, but you're also understanding, and you're still looking after all the smaller things, because those are the things. It's just a icing on the cake.
Yeah.
Those are the things that makes
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Well, like they say, God is in the details.
Absolutely.
You know. Now tell us, what is the future plans of Brave? Which regions are they going to be looking at? Are they still looking at? Of course, there's Brazil. They keep going to Middle East. I think they've done a couple in Europe.
Europe.
In Europe as well, and of course, this is going to be the third card now in India,
Yep.
which is happening this weekend. So, what are the plans, especially for, let's say, India?
India has been always a huge market. I would say last Brave was tremendous success.
Yeah.
We never anticipated the amount of people, amount of love, energy, and everything coming out from Hyderabad.
Yeah.
So we saw potential. Now Hyderabad, not being a main tier 1 city, I would say it's like a tier 2, not even tier 2, maybe not like unlike Mumbai or Delhi, but we saw huge success there.
Yeah.
So we've understood one thing, that there is a big market in India, and these are like untapped potential. So a whole lot of event that's going to happen in India. We're planning also reality television shows.
Okay, great.
That's also something that's in pipeline. So it's going to be good. Other than that, Asia as a market we're looking at. Brave is also going to China.
Yeah.
So that's also one market that we are looking into.
But isn't there a lot of competition there? Because one is already there.
Yeah.
UFC is there, and now Brave is going to come in. But do you think there's enough space for everybody?
I think MMA as a sport, there's enough space for
yeah.
everybody. Brave as such, in the Arab world, in the Middle East, there's nobody, so we have taken over
Yeah.
as a force.
Yeah.
So people recognize that. And when we go to the Asian countries, especially India, right, when we go to countries like that, and when we support that, that brings a whole lot of different meaning. The way because it's a different way the promotion is done.
Yeah.
You cannot compare it because it's not like apples to orange comparison.
Yeah.
Although it's a fight business, but at the same time, a lot of fight business have a different way of promoting things. The way how the business is done, the way how fighters are taken care of.
Yeah.
So this is a completely different. And I just want to add one thing, is that if you look at any of the Brave card, right, whether it's tonight's Brave card or any other Brave card, I mean, the talent that is there is incredible. People, I mean, the fighters who have tons of experience, like coming from Brazil or coming from Team Lakai from Philippines. I mean, these are like the champions, and they are the ones who are fighting. So this promotion is not just setting up the fight and just forgetting about it. This is like a true promotion where you have great amount of athletes, talented athletes, and then they are the one who are represented.
Yeah. Now tell us one thing. What is the biggest challenge to and one thing people don't realize is Brave is a big international organization, and everybody keeps talking about when are the big organizations going to come to India? But Brave has been there before anybody.
Yeah.
Brave has, like we were just spoke. Brave is going to be doing its third event now.
Yeah.
And announcing more. So Brave has already got a foothold there before the other promotions who have been talking about it. Brave is there. They've been doing a great job. What is the biggest challenge that you see of bringing every time you bring Brave to India? What's like one of the challenges you guys face?
I think going back to the whole thing about, we're still in the dearth of good Indian fighters. We just have handful. I would love to see if India becomes a platform just like how Brazil is, or US or Russia is, where like every other athlete are one of the best athletes, best fighter. So that is one of the challenges, because if we are putting up an India card, we want more number of Indians fighting in that rather than like other people fighting, right?
Yeah.
Because that gives us as a pride to just root for them and cheer for them, and and so we love it. So something that we need to work on, and Brave is trying to do is help out in the grassroots development for sure. But that's something that should be in the vision for next few years to make sure that more and more athletes are coming out.
Well, Aditya, it's been great chatting with you as always, and I look forward to seeing the fights as well in the evening tonight. It's going to be a great night, and we'll keep bringing you some more news and updates and interviews as we go along. Thank you so much, Aditya. Always a pleasure. Take care, guys. This is Parvin Dabas and Aditya PS signing off from the AIMMAF India show. Take care. We are in Manama, Bahrain for Brave CF 29.